What's up, y'all? Welcome without border, brothers and sisters. I'm yours truly here, Bijou, on this beautiful April 29th Sunday afternoon. I hope y'all having a good day and enjoying yourself out there, staying safe, washing your hands, and practicing some social distancing. This is what's bringing us here today. We are staying home more than usual, so let's go ahead and dig right into it. Yeah, so coming to you on this beautiful Sunday, talking about this confinement. And we all know this time that's confinement. There's a lot of people affected, or a lot of people who are infected. Hopefully that you're not one of them, but come to it. There's some effect, whether we like it or not, that it's just being caused by this disease that's attacking our world. So yeah, I hope you guys are okay. But I'm coming to you today to talk about one subject that is surging a lot of marriage, a lot of houses, which is sex. Yeah, you guys, sex. I talked to three women last week who had complained, and we were just talking, that say that they've eventually actually seen more traffic in that area, men wanting a more. And one of them even mentioned to me like, oh my god, he wanted sex 4 times last week. I just told him that I was tired. And another one say, yeah, same thing here. He just like, I guess she wasn't working, she was at home. She's like, in a day he wanted it in the morning and then in the afternoon. Oh my god. I was like, I'm tired. Okay, you guys, let's not panic, okay? Let's not panic. Let's not panic. This can turn out good for the both of us. I know men want it more than we do, however, and every couple is different. Every situation is different. Every household is different. In my house, let me talk about my house for just some of you guys, because that's the only thing I know, and we can go by that. My house, I'm the initiator. I always am. Don't ask me why. Don't question me why. Okay, I'm always the initiator. Most of the time. Okay. And my husband is kind of a laid back person. So that being said, in this time that many of you are experiencing, a lot of traffic in that area, that men want to more, I think it's important for a talk, a conversation, to put things on paper, or, just maybe a little quick talk. You don't even need a pen and a paper. You just need to talk about it. Say, you know what, honey? I know, because we might be home, but we still have kids. We might be home, but we still cooking. We might be home, but we still cleaning. We might be home. There's still, family issues that are coming to us. So how can we balance that? How can we just not go from, yeah, I wanted it, you don't want it. Oh, yeah, you just want it all the time. That complaining, nagging, all of that, to, okay, honey, I understand. Okay, all right, I see, a very good understanding between two human beings. We are people. We are the people. Okay, so we're going to make this work. So how can we go from that? I think it's very important that you first identify where the two of you guys are. Okay, and that goes with the age difference. I always talk about this. Some of people who are next to me, who know me, sex has a lot to do with your age. Okay, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. In this case, we're gonna talk about the 20s, the 30s, and the 40s. Okay, so identify where the two of you are right now. There comes a time where in marriage, in the 20s, where the man is more active than the woman, because the woman is still discovering herself. And then in their 30s, they kind of meet over there. And then in men in their 40s, they slow down. Woman in her 30s, she picks up just like that. She wants it all the time because she knows herself now. She knows what she wants. She can express what she wants. Okay, so once you guys are identified, and I'm not talking about sitting down and saying, how old are you? How old am I? That's not that ain't gonna work. Just mentally, especially if you are the one who's being asked, and you look at your initiator, you quickly just run a quick quick math in your head. Okay, hold on, my husband. Okay, for example, for me, I'm 35. Okay, my husband is 45. I know for him, like, for the past couple of years, it's really been it's been hard. Like, he's not there. Why? Because he's thinking more responsibility. He's thinking finances. He's thinking security. He's thinking future. He's thinking our son's college. So there's just a lot of thought going to his mind. However, me in my 35, yeah, yeah, I do have the responsibility. Yeah, I see where we're going in the future. But my body, my libidos, they're just they're just jumping into the beats. They're like, yeah, every time I want it here. Okay, so does that mean we have to fight about it? No, we don't have to fight about it. So as a woman, there's things that I do to kind of get him ready. There's the things that I do to send him a message like, you know what, honey, I think it's been about 4 days. We're going on 5, okay? So it's about time. Oh my God, a week slipped by. What happened? You know, those type of things. I just send a message in the nights where I get ready in a sense of, you know, something unusual. You know, I take my shower. Let me tell you a trick that I do, you guys. I go to bed a little early, okay? And then sometimes if I go early, he has a tendency of coming upstairs a little bit to kind of check what I'm doing. And he'll just find me there. I put a little slow, my worship songs, you know, it's playing. I'm just there. I'm wearing my nightgown, you know, put on my little mist of whatever. I have my coconut oil by my side of the bed, you know, already ready. And then when he comes upstairs, I'll just be like, hey, can you scratch my back real quick? He's like, oh, but I'm not sleeping. I'm going down. So I was like, yeah, just give me a little back scratch, okay? So he kind of he give me a little scratch. I was like, oh, right here, just massage right here. He does a little massage, and I'm like, that's my first cue, you guys. That always work. I don't know about you guys, but for me, always work. And then he'll go on with his business. You know, that's one of the few actually that's my trick that he always works, especially when I see that we are leaning toward it's been a while. You know, when I say a while, I mean like sometime a week will go by, a whole week will go by where I'm busy, he's busy, he just, you know, sex chaka chaka, it's not a price, it's not. So, you know, those type of thing. But then for him, it's always, you know, as a woman, I think I think you know when your man is ready. You just know. Men, their cues are like, they're not even in 1, 2, 3. They'll just be laying beside you. All of a sudden, you're like, oop, what's that? Like something poking you in the middle of your back. You're like, oh, my dear. Okay, all right. Let me get ready for you. Okay. So that's one thing. Another thing that I can say about in this time that, you know, this confinement, people are staying home, and if you've seen a lot more traffic within your man, you know, once you kind of analyze where they are, I think it's best to kind of just come to a good understanding of saying, okay, he's wanting it more. Do your part in terms of no rejecting as much, you know, but at the same time, I think send a message. And if you can talk clearly with your husband, if you guys do carry your conversation out open, just let him know, hey, listen, I can, especially if you have children, if you have a house full, I can use a little help, you know. In which sense? Let's put the kids to bed, because the kids, they're home right now with you guys. Mind you, this is in confinement time. Nobody's going anywhere. The kids, they are stressed too because they can't go outside, can't go out to play. So all that put a stress on you guys. So tell them, okay, we are in this together, okay? While I'm cooking, while I clean the house, while I serve, I think I need your help. You know, especially the initiator. You guys, I mean, you're the one that won it 3 times a week anyway. I mean, don't tell him that, but I'm just saying, I think our men have to pick up a little bit of a slack too in terms of, you know, because sex doesn't start just when you're on top of me. Sex don't start when you're on top of me. It starts, you know, mentally. We start preparing, we start sending signal to our body that, hey, tonight, it's gonna be the night we're gonna, no, I'm just kidding. You know, so I think it's helpful if, you know, for example, you guys have children, he helps you up to just, you know, get the kids ready for bed, put them down. If you have 3, 4, you know, they can become a lot, especially the little ones. It can be a lot on someone. So you put them to bed, they eat dinner, you guys, you know, you take your shower, you come down with your nightgown, maybe you do a little chamomile tea, you guys take a sip, then you go and enjoy your day. I think those type of things in this time will really help, in the sense of, you know, or if she worked the night before and she's been working and you are home, you wanna, she put the kids to bed, she did all that. By the time all of you guys went to bed, it was like 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, and y'all ended up getting it on, you know, around 2 o'clock in the morning, 3, 4. So then comes the next day, the kids are up, she's up, I think as an initiator in this case, you take a little more. You're like, you know what? I'll take those two, honey. I made them breakfast, they ate cereal. I think as a household, come up with things that can help because it's essential and it just helps. And then maybe this become the new norm to where, and then mind you, you guys, restaurants are still open. They're doing delivery, they're doing takeout. So whether you're gonna find out ways that's gonna help you, say, hey, listen. I mean, me, if I was a man, you guys, let me tell you guys, if I was a man, I'll free up some time. I'll free up some schedule on my wife's, like put aside, put aside, put aside. Bam, this is my time because let's just face it, women. We're tired. Sometimes we're tired. Today, for example, I woke up this morning. I was just sitting there. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so tired. My husband looked at me like I was crazy. He's like, why are you so tired? You didn't even work yesterday. That don't mean nothing. We're women. We're tired. We are weak creatures. Okay? So I think it's very, very important as, the traffic is increasing in SEX streets, for us to find ways, not wrong turn per se, but, if one way, reverse, yield, anything that's gonna help us because it is important, it is essential. Sex is a very big part of the marriage because during this time, if you rejecting, you pushing, you don't want it, you mumble, you just, it's tiring. First, especially when somebody wants something that they know you're the only one that can give it to them, and you are there just, turning ugly, just being like, nagging. Men hate nagging. That's one thing I know. They hate nagging. Like they hate complaints. So to avoid all that, I think it's important to have a talk. I think it's important to, to each person to do their part. You women, you're thinking sexy and be vocal. Just talk, say, hey, listen, yeah, I'll give you what you want. Okay? Let's go put the kids to bed. Let's give them a shower, put them to bed. They finally fall asleep, so then we can free up some time. Maybe put on the movie or something. Yeah, I'll do all that. I'm not saying no because you're a woman. You woke up in the morning. You give the kids food. You feed people 3 times in one day. Okay, you clean the house. You probably fix here and there. Your mom call you. Your mother-in-law call you. Your sisters call you. There's just a lot that's going on, and sometimes it's hard that you ended up forgetting the very person who's next to you who wants you as well. So it's very, very important, I think, that we just come up with ways that will make our house function better in this time that we are home, especially because we are seeing each other now 24 hours. My God, the days are getting longer and longer, and you're running out of things to see on TV. So it is very, very important. Intimacy is needed in the marriage. Sex is needed very, very much. It's a big, huge part of what makes our marriage just stay alive. Yes, you cook, you clean, whatever, but best believe it, if cucaracha right there ain't working, yeah, man, it's gonna be some problem. It's gonna be some problems. So let's find ways to just make it work. Let's be vocal. Let's talk, discuss, have a conversation, say, hey, listen, what can work for us? And always be mindful of where you are. Always be mindful of where the two of you guys, because it's always in a relationship, people are never on the same level. There's always somebody who always wanted, who feel like they're always there, they're ready anytime. Okay, and some person who's here, but locally, if you guys are on the same level, more power to you. But a lot of time you hear it's always here and here. It's always when you get here, and then women, we are hormonal. We have hormones. We have you find yourself sometimes you do, sometimes you really don't. You find yourself someday you just. If I can just bypass that for a couple months, I would. But then you got to be mindful of the other person, their needs as well. And it's also part of respect. I really think sex has to do a lot with respect. When you respect someone else, you will do it even if you didn't want it. When you respect them, you will, fulfill their desire even if he doesn't want it. And I think sex is actually one of those things that sometimes even you get lured into it. You didn't even want it. Just the fact that, like I told you my little trick, when I make him scratch my back, and I'll kind of direct him, go down a little bit, a little lower. And then all of a sudden you find himself, he's like, oh, okay, ooh, okay. Next thing you know, he goes downstairs, pack up his everything out. Next thing you know, 10:30, the lights are out. Lights out. Like, you know what? Hey, it just happened. I'm a woman. I gotta use my little tricks. So yeah, again, you guys, no complaining. Find ways to make it work, okay? And talk to your partners. And if you can get help from, I wish I can say we could, like this time again. That's what I'm saying. This confinement time, it's not like you can say the kids are going to my sister, the kids are going to my uncle, what have you. It's all of you as a family, especially if you have little ones. Do your best to just have time. Do your best to help each other, and the initiator as well. Men, who all of you are out there wanting it all the time. Okay, be a helper. Just help your wives, and let's see, so she can help you. You help me so I can serve you. You help me, you serve me so I can help you. Okay. So until next time, you guys, if you have any question, put them down below. We're gonna talk next time. We're gonna talk about birth control. I have a whole thing that I'm working on that I'm gonna show a different type of birth control for all of you there, so that we don't have these COVID babies next year. Okay. All right. Until next time. See you later. Bye bye.